Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Black, White, and Red All Over. I'm Victor Dandridge.
I'm Ryan Seymore.
We are coming from a brand new location, literally brand new location.
Yeah, we're still finishing the build out here.
Yes, this is going to be the new home of Comic Town. Yeah. Where are we?
We are at 94 Dilmont, so kind of on the north end of Columbus. And if you're in the Central Ohio area or Columbus area, you should definitely come and take a look at us here in the next few weeks.
Yes. Let me tell you right now, I love the Morse Road store, but dude, the stuff that y'all can't see right now.
Yeah, 7,000 square feet of not suck.
Awesome. All kinds of awesome. But despite the fact that you are in the midst of a move, we had some awesome books that we read.
Yes.
We've got 3 titles here, all the same.
Yeah.
It's a rarity. It doesn't happen very often, but totally went down this week. Where do you want to start?
That is a toughie, because all of the books that I read, I loved. And that's not something.
That's true. That's mad true. You know what? I've got a special request. Can we start with Mage? Because that's the series that I'm the least familiar with.
Yeah.
So, okay, Mage, was it Hero Denied?
Yep.
Matt Wagner.
Yes.
I never got into the series back in the day.
Well, it was like Comico, I think, when it was originally out, and then it made an appearance on Image.
Right.
So it's one that hasn't had a home for a while.
Right. It's been gone for a bit, and I mean, iconic like figure.
Yeah.
You know, you see Mage with the baseball bat that's lit up like a lightsaber.
Yeah.
I know the image, but I never read it.
Yeah.
So it looks like this series definitely picks up with a lot of lore.
Yes.
That I was not aware of.
Yeah. Well, it was kind of an impenetrable sort of story.
A little.
There's a fight,
right?
But then you're like, why are there all these different?
What are these things?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess this is really a series that, because it's been so long in the making, it's for the long-term fans of the series. So this is the end of the trilogy?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. And one of the interesting things, and it's not really going to spoil anything too much, for longtime readers, the way that Pendragon has aged. And I respect his hair game.
Do you? That's how you put that?
Yeah,
okay.
We'll put it that way.
Hey. I mean, I can see that. You know, he's living it though.
Yes,
like that's the thing.
very
Like
much
he's not pretending.
Yeah.
He's living it, which is dope. Well, no, this was fun. Like I had a good time reading it. I almost feel like I need to go back and read previous stuff just to get that much more familiar.
Yeah, I think the compilations are still available in trade for that.
Okay. I was gonna say, with it being as not as readily in print, is it out of print or is it?
I think it's still available.
Okay.
I could be wrong. I can check Diamond though. Find out.
Or Matt Wagner, if you're watching, you should tell us what's the best way to get a hold of it, because I wanna. This guy.
That's good stuff.
Me. All right, now I've painted myself into a corner. I don't know where to go now.
They're 2 radically different
Yes,
books.
they are. Yes, they are.
One is dark and complex, and then the other one is just fun.
It is. Where do you want to go first? Do you want to go on the heavy note, or do you want to end on the do you want to swing out on the high note? Where do you want to go?
Let's end on the high note, because I know the books that I've got here are not perky.
Okay.
They're not perky.
That's let's not just keep going down.
Yeah.
Okay, so we took on the casting.
Yeah.
The casting.
DC's big. One of the 2 prequels.
Right.
That's going to happen before the Dark Metal.
Yeah.
So
we took Forge on last time.
Yep.
I think it's interesting that they didn't call it Forge number 2.
Right.
I think that's deep. Like you're hardcore in this metal motif, which is deep. Casting definitely picks up where Forge left off. And just as I said last time, this is thick in DC culture.
Yeah.
Like
there's 2 or 3 stories going on simultaneously, and it's because if you don't know what some of the stuff is,
you're lost.
Yeah,
you'll have nothing. At this point, like I'm still piecing together the mystery. I think I know where we're going, or at least what's being set up.
Yeah,
I think. Can't guarantee.
Yeah,
I don't know.
We'll find out soon.
Hopefully, because the next piece, like this is it. Like after this, we're in dark metal.
Yeah,
that's where we are. So it's interesting. Like I wonder how many people are going to complain based on who or how centralized it looks like that one particular figure ultimately is to the DCU.
Yeah,
like
because they're very much a central hub.
Right. And considering where things are kind of going with Rebirth, that seems to be kind of a
it could be very, very interesting.
Very tricky. It's beautiful though. I mean, we've got 3 different artists on it. We've got, let's see, John Romita Jr., Jim Lee, and Andy Kubert.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. The writers that are on board are amazing, and I know DC is really, really high on this title and pushing it very hard retailers. So if you're a retailer and you've not been trying to get a hold of the DC information or DC Facebook group,
You might want to do that.
please, you really ought to, because the stuff looks really solid.
Yeah, really good. We're getting answers to stuff too,
Yes.
so that's the big thing.
Yeah.
This is answering questions some questions we didn't even know we had,
Yeah.
but it's answering some questions, so it was a good read.
And the Joker.
I wasn't going to say it, but okay, yeah. None of that. I know, right? I had to give it a little bit. All right, so Spider-Man 2. Now, I am a huge fan of the Spider-Man series the first time. What we're talking about is the crossover that brought Peter Parker from the 616 and Miles Morales from the Ultimate Universe together, right? Good job.
I'm magic.
Good job.
I'm magic.
God, you're good.
I'm like a shaman.
So, like, it put them together for the first time, and we had this great interaction of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Brilliant. But in it, we're left with this huge mystery.
Yeah.
Huge mystery. Peter goes back to the 616 and looks up Miles Morales and is like, there is one.
Yeah.
Well, who is that dude? And that has been unanswered for, God, how many years has it been? Like, it's been a while.
5 or 6?
Yeah,
It's been a minute.
It's been a grip. So this is kind of explaining, now that Miles is integrated from the Ultimate Universe into the 616, who that other Miles Morales is.
Because now there's 2 of them.
Right.
And the interplay between Parker and Ultimate Miles Morales is just fun. Like, it's just chirping each other nonstop.
It's so great. It's like a big brother, little brother sort of scenario.
Yeah, no, it is.
It's like the movie Role Models with less cussing. I was going to say another word, but it's easier to just say less cussing.
There's not as much swear words.
Not as many profane exclamations.
4-letter words.
Not that
Sometimes
many.
with ing.
Yeah. There's a lot more longer words.
Yep.
Multisyllabic.
Yeah. And awkward flirtation.
Yes.
Not Parker.
Or maybe.
Who knows?
No spoilers. We're not telling
spoilers.
you one way or the other. It's really well presented though. We get the sense that these characters are familiar.
Yes.
They're definitely rooted in the current Marvel universe. But just the nature of the relationship just begs for more.
Yeah.
Like, this is the buddy cop movie I want to see so bad. Not even gonna lie.
Because the years of being Spider-Man and the crap he has to go through, Parker could be an invaluable mentor for a young hero with a similar power set. Or different power set, as it may be. Yeah, because...
Right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So I don't know. Okay, so which book would you pick for Book of the Week, though? Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Oh, damn.
You're like, I just took all that responsibility and just shoved it on you.
That's tough.
Right?
I'm almost leaning to one that I have as an honorable mention. Which doesn't, I don't know. Like, that's weird. I don't know, because they're all radically different animals.
Right. I tell you what, let's talk honorable mentions, and then we'll come back and pick Book of the Week and see how that goes.
Works for
right.
me.
So I think it's about that time. Honorable mentions. So honorable mention wise, we've got some pretty interesting pieces. We've got one title that's the same, and then 2, I would guess, insanely different pieces.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. I don't know. I didn't read that, so I don't know.
That is true, and I haven't read that one.
Okay, so where do you want to go first?
Let's start with the different ones.
Okay. Do you want to go first?
Sure.
Yeah, you go first.
All right. From Black Mask, Calexit. It is a thick book with a lot of stuff going on, so like a double-sized issue. Nice. Pizzolo and Nelson were the creative team, and the story is basically that at some point in the near future, California secedes.
Whoa.
And just turns it into its own country. The problem is there's a lot of lawlessness, them being separated from other parts of the North American economy.
Right.
A lot of crazy stuff going on. There's a character in it who's I'm trying to think of how to describe him. But he's like kind of a bounty hunter, or maybe like secret police person.
Right.
And just horrible. Ooh. It's a violent book.
Okay.
No, at least as far as I can tell so far, nobody is safe.
Okay.
And it's
Those are
dark.
always fun.
Yeah. And it asks a lot of questions of how does society work? Who are members of society?
Right.
Can someone be negated from that inclusion? Like it's a brilliant book. It's not a lighthearted book by any stretch of the imagination.
Gotcha.
So if you're looking for that,
don't.
Yeah, go Spider-Man 2. Yeah.
Somewhere else. Respect. All right, so I took on The American Way, which is a Vertigo
Yes.
title. This is unapologetically black. just for the record, just so anyone picks it up, is like, I wonder what this is like. We've got Ridley on writing, Genty on art, and it's building this world that has had superheroes in it, superpowered people, with varying degrees of success. But it starts off with this very, very heavy political positioning of black culture, black citizens within black culture, the response of the modern world to Southern culture. Like, it's a lot of things. So again, like Calexit, this is ironically not that different at all. It's kind of crazy. It's very politically packed, like heavy. I think this one's going to be a very interesting one. I'm not sure if I'm familiar with Ridley's work in comics before. I don't think so, in all honesty.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of any.
Right. So I wonder if this is a person that is prominent in other media and is bringing something cool to comics. But I think this one is a very topical conversation point. So I'm definitely interested in following this one to see where it goes. We get some pretty cool characters, and it's a nice world that's being built. I like it a lot.
Is it safe? Since it isn't like a status quo related world, they're going to be able to play.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. And it doesn't look like, you know, being as Vertigo with its attachment to DC, there's no Superman, no Wonder Woman, no Batman. So they're really able to explore whatever they want in this. So that's kind of hot. Shout out to them for doing that. I feel like right now there's like this Black Comics resurgence or renaissance between them and Lion Forge series that are coming out, like Noble and stuff like that. It's kind of a cool place to be.
Yeah, and I think Catalyst from Noble came out this week.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Sorry I didn't grab that one. We're still building stuff.
Yeah, the toilet works though,
which is good. Very good.
It's a very United States theme.
Right. Like, it's so crazy. It totally is. Or Divided States. There you go. Divided States of Hysteria #2.
By the Howard Chaykin.
The Howard V. Chaykin. Victor is his middle name. Guess why I know that? Hey, Uncle Howard. So he's not really my uncle. I'm just teasing.
This is not his 1950s nostalgia stuff.
Not even like the 1950s nostalgia where he kicks up the extremes to make it a little more risque. This is right now. There's topical, and then there's this. If you have not been on the internet in the last week, you know nothing.
A lot of controversy. Was it like issue 4 is the one that's...
issue 4's cover, which depicts a brutal presentation of a mutilated figure. However, based on the context of this story,
it makes sense.
It makes perfect sense.
Like it's a post 9/11ish sort of world that these characters are living in. And there's lines of division being drawn.
Easily. And see, and that's okay, so when you made the distinction of post 9/11, my question is, did 9/11 happen in this world? And this is a secondary act. Because then it makes it even more poignant of all the things that are happening, because it's moving everyone to extremes, which is why Divided States, this is probably one of the most genius explorations of people and political. I don't want to call it satire because it's not. It's not making fun of it, but it's not real. Ish.
Kind of.
Right.
Yeah,
because I don't even know what to call that word.
Yeah, because it's looking at our intelligence community.
Right.
Racism.
Yes.
A lot of racism.
Lots of it.
The prison system.
Yes. The functionality of it. The whole system. Like it really tackles the whole system, and it's almost in a way like if this was. And this is so weird. I think because this is a comic book, that's why it's causing trouble. If this was a video series that Howard was doing like these rants on YouTube, nothing.
It'd be fine.
It would be another person that's just saying stuff. But because this is in a media that we believe is safe, despite like The Walking Dead, which is not safe.
Yeah, you guys have read that, right?
Right? But I think this hits so close to home that people are nervous about it.
And it does. Like that's the thing is, almost no matter who you are, there is a particular character or situation in the story that you can immediately get, and that's
you're
scary.
within 2 degrees. Within 2 degrees, I'm calling that. But the basic idea is there is a 9/11 event that's happened in the previous issue, and this one is picking up the literal fallout from that, and the way that it has structured the world in its response, particularly the U.S. And it ain't pretty.
Yeah,
it ain't pretty,
it's
man.
Not. the thing is, like, are we in a pretty situation right now? Like, it's
right. And that's the thing. Apparently, Howard said that he pitched this or brought this up at the Image Summit last year,
Really?
and people didn't pay attention. Like, they just were like, "Oh, it's Howard Chaykin. He's gonna say something uncouth," and there you go. Now all of a sudden, you know, given circumstances, people are quite a bit more sensitive to this now. So
very much so.
I appreciate, me personally, I appreciate the honesty of his writing here.
Yeah.
Much in the same way that I would chalk it up to Jason Aaron. He doesn't shy away from words that hurt feelings. It's true to the character, and that's important.
And it's not done for shock value.
No,
like
no.
that's just the way these people communicate.
It's real. Like, as much as we hate to, as you said it, 2 degrees, we know people that are like this.
Yeah.
We do. You know, we deal with them in everyday life.
Yeah.
Maybe they're not this way to you, but you know that there's something there. You know it. And it runs the gamut, whether it's transgenders, whether it's racial, whether it's like anything.
Yeah, religion.
Yeah. Anything that you can draw a line, it's there.
Yeah.
Okay, so the $64,000 question is, what's book of the week?
I'm really leaning towards Divided States.
You know what? I have to respect that. I absolutely do.
Yeah,
I absolutely do.
It's amazing. It's topical.
Right?
It pulls no punches.
None.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna pee blood later because it hit me in the kidneys.
Yeah.
At least 3 times. Hard.
And the third kidney too.
Right. Wait. That's not normal.
Damn it.
Do you like Comic-Cons? I like Comic-Cons. Wizard World Comic-Con is on its way.
I've heard about that.
Oh, wait, you know about them?
It's sometime around August 4th.
August 4th through August 6th.
Yeah.
I wish we had like something that we could show them.
Like a promo code?
Something like that. That would be awesome, where they could get in, save a little money, 10%, maybe all the percent. I don't know. Wait.
Go on.
I think, Shelby, can we tell them about the code? Let's tell them about the code.
Yep.
How about you get your tickets online, you put in the code BWRA, take 10% off of your order, biggity bam, that's easy. Like, that's a done deal. There
Super
you go.
easy.
You can't lose.
Yeah.
You cannot lose.
Yeah, and the lineup this year for Columbus is Lay Stupid.
Yeah.
Is so good.
Yeah. I mean, we've got David Tennant, we've got John Barrowman, we've got Kate Beckinsale, people.
Yeah.
Kate Beckinsale. I mean, you know who gets to moderate with Kate Beckinsale? This guy. So, I mean, you get to see me every week, black, white, and red all over. Why not come through and see me on the stage with Kate Beckinsale? I mean, and the best way to do so is to buy your tickets and use BWRA for the 10% off.
I don't want to get pepper sprayed again.
It's worth it.
It is. It really is. It's Kate Beckinsale. Yeah. Let's be honest.
Yeah, definitely. And definitely hit the subscribe button. Push the bell so you know when the new episode is up.
Yep.
We do this for you.
Like us on the Facebook.
Yes.
And join our Patreon community.
Definitely. Good stuff there.
Yep.